of all ages, aliens and monsters of all kinds on Joe BNCO's YouTube and my Twitch channel on Recon Reactions. Welcome to, cue that button, P.U.W.F, which is a podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans, Wrestling Talk Episode 1. Now, with my co-host here, Mr. Joe BNCO. How are you doing, sir?
Doing well, sir. How are you, Alex?
Doing well as well, because honestly, I have not watched or sat down or talked about wrestling in over 6 months. We all know why. We're not going to say names because it's not important in life. But what we are important in understanding is we're here to talk about Raw, NXT. We're here to talk about AEW, and with a very special man who's eating something right now, Mr. Kane the Destroyer. How you doing there, mister?
Da, da, da.
We in this motherfucker.
What's up? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kane the Destroyer and Joe BNCO are the Destroyers of Smoke and co-host and co-host of the Smoke Lounge coming soon. But today and every Thursday when we get the chance, we're going to talk about NXT, Raw, AEW, and Impact, if any of us have seen Impact, honestly. It happens. Sorry about that, but not sorry. I also want to introduce my one of my special friends, Mr. Kane the Destroyer, who has the Grown Folks Talk and Sip podcast on Anchor and on a TikTok. He's blowing the shit up. Now, general thoughts on wrestling today as a whole, and let's start with Kane. Just you don't have to were you wowed for this week? Were you kind of like for this week? What's your thoughts?
Be honest, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kind of wild because I was checking out NXT and some of the matches was okay, but I'm loving what they doing with Braun Breaker. Bruh, he is like a total beast. He is what they should have did with him a long time ago.
Exactly.
I'm glad how they did everything with him because Braun Breaker is like terrorizing motherfuckers right now.
That's right. That's right.
And yes, I am all for it. I'm all for it because he is what he needs to be. And then him, instead of being the champion, let him chase the championship. I wanted to see what kind of person he would be chasing the belt. And I got it.
Nice.
Got
Mr.
it.
Joe, thank you, Mr. Kane. Got it. Mr. Joe BNCO, your thoughts on the week of wrestling as a whole?
I was pretty impressed with wrestling this week. It was a good week for wrestling. They did a lot of things. I do love what they're doing with Braun Breaker.
Okay.
I also that they have elevated Carmelo Hayes. It's long overdue.
Okay. All right.
And AEW is starting to spark back up again.
That's true.
And Raw's just raw.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Raw right now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Raw section called Raw Talk, which is gonna be Raw. Now, since I'm a Puerto Rican, I guess I'm like duty bound to say this. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest are gonna fight in Puerto Rico on I think Sunday here in Puerto Rico, and the Puerto Rican government gave $2 million for Bad Bunny to
Saturday.
show off. Saturday, thank you, Saturday. I'll watch it online somewhere. I'm not going over there. Sorry, I'm not gonna. I mean, it's Bad Bunny, dude. Hard. And I'm not saying this. I know it's gonna be a street fight, and I appreciate that. But I live on an island where parking gets locked up at 10 o'clock at night. I'm not gonna get stuck. I'm not gonna get stuck, and I'm not gonna be one of those guys that break down a lock in the middle of a freaking supermarket. I mean, in a shopping mall and get out. And I've seen that, and I actually reported that 2 weeks ago. Okay, so, but let's talk about the highlights of Raw now. Bad Bunny's gonna fight Damian Priest, and what else? That's all I know. That's it.
Okay. They have a storyline that came out of nowhere with Seth Rollins and Omos.
Okay.
And And me, I feel like, bro, where the hell this shit come from? Because it's nothing built. It's just like, hey, you gonna fight Seth Rollins, and I was not fully behind it because I don't know what they trying to do with Omos. They try to make him legit by okay, he went against Brock, he lost. So
Yep.
now he finna go against Seth. Is he gonna lose with that too?
Joe, your thoughts on Omos? I have my thoughts on Omos. Go for it, please. Please.
They are trying to bill him as the next big bad, like a Great Khali or Mark Henry or something in that range. But
Yeah.
Okay,
it's not working.
it's not. It's not.
It ain't
I'm gonna
been
tell you
working.
something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to say something. I have
Go
to say
for it.
something, bruh. For him to be built as the guy, the monster, he has to win. He has to win. He got to beat somebody. He has to beat somebody. Who he gonna beat?
They ain't letting him beat Seth.
He's not gonna beat Seth. He's not.
No.
So okay. So what they trying to do?
I don't know, man. I feel like they need to just he needs to rise into the sun.
Man, they got to eventually do something with him because they trying to push him as the guy, but he not the guy. He's not the guy. And
He's a bodyguard.
yes,
That's it.
that's it. A fucking bodyguard. And
Now,
He's Mr. Hughes
Now-
without wrestling.
now, wait a minute. Now, let's be real about this. Now, we all know about the curse of Brock. If you fight Brock Lesnar and lose, then you're just nobody in the essential of it all. Except for Daniel Bryan, which he kind of like remade himself every time he fought someone big. Omos, I think King got it. Both of you guys said it best. Omos, I think, is the new Big Show, but he has no character, so therefore he's just been dumped from one person to the next person to the next person to the next person until someone. I think Triple H is doing like this. We're just gonna keep throwing him into a wrestler and see if someone sticks. Maybe he's got that it factor. We just need the right moment. What happens when the right moment doesn't come until the future? And you never get there.
Not talented.
I don't know.
Lack talent.
He needs to go NXT. He needs to go NXT. Go on, Kane.
he's not up to par, bro. I hate to have to like crap on him and stuff, but he's not really up to par. And then for them sending him to face these guys that's up there, bro. I mean, come on, bro. He even had a match with Lashley. For him to show me that he was that guy, he would have had to beat Lashley.
That's true.
He would have had to beat Lashley. And by him being Lashley, that opened people's eyes like, oh, wait a minute. He beat Lashley? Okay, so let me keep an eye on him. Let me see what they're gonna do to him next. He didn't. So what's the point?
Okay. You know what? I think the point is like in about maybe 1 or 2 years, they're gonna dump him because honestly, he's not doing anything productive except wasting money.
That's
it. Not. Now, on to the next topic. The Bloodline versus everybody. Now they're doing the whole gang wars from 1997, 1998, Raw, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, dude. Before you guys say anything, I gotta finish this part. Now, the part that I like is because Vince McMahon and WWE has WCW content, you can restart the LWO. Not the greatest of selection of players, but the LWO didn't have the selection of players anyway. They had La Parka. Shout out to La Parka. I love you. But of course, But what do you think? I'm gonna go to Joe for this. What do you think of the gang wars restarting all over again with the Bloodline fighting the LWO and the Judgment Day combining? Which is weird as it is. Your thoughts?
I like the gang war stuff. It's nice that they're bringing that back. But let's be honest. The main event of Backlash is going to be the Usos and Solo versus Riddle, Sammy, and KO.
I guess.
A non-title six-man tag is going to be the main event at a pay-per-view.
And that's stupid. You should do war games. War games with the fucking gang wars. You got like 4 people each. Just freaking do it. Knock it out.
But the problem is that why are you doing a 6-man tag? And you're trapping your tag titles from being defended, which are being defended on SmackDown tomorrow night.
This is what I call the Daniel Bryan conundrum, where Daniel Bryan won the belt in 2013, and for the first 6 months after that, he was in the most stupidest storylines and matches ever. They made no sense. Just to make the remember the Kane stalking his wife, and then the whole thing afterwards, and then like, oh, we gotta check you medically afterwards. Why are they? This is what gets me mad. You did a good WrestleMania, not a great WrestleMania, but a good WrestleMania, and then you follow it up with a Backlash with a 6-man tag, with
and no world champion,
and exactly, and Roman's what? Roman's like, I'm taking a break for 2 months. No, motherfucker, get back on the fucking wheel. Get back on the wheel, man. What the fuck? You're not sick. You're not hurt. Get back. Okay. Anyway.
No, Roman's like, I only appear for special live events.
That's basically what it is.
Now, Kane, your thoughts on the gang wars, please.
Man, the LWO. Oh my goodness gracious! You know what I'm saying? I do like the fact that it brought back the LWO. I do like the fact. I'm not sure if I like who that's in the LWO.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I like that. Because I was a younger watching WCW with the LWO and all that other stuff, and I remember. Yeah, but as far as what they doing with them, it seems more like they burying the LWO because they can't get nothing going. And then even though they'll have some very good matches, like especially what happened this week, they had a very good match.
Okay.
What it does for them? It didn't do anything.
Another thing, man. The original LWO show was only a part of it because he was forced to join because he lost a match.
That's right.
He didn't want nothing to do with the LWO.
Yes.
But that's in the past though. And what I was thinking is like, Eddie, not Eddie's son, but Eddie technically is Eddie's son. Freaking Dominic can betray Judgment Day to join the LWO because all freaking Rey Mysterio has to say is just look at him, papi, que viva la raza.
Yeah.
And then just look at him. I'm like, shit, we're in gang wars again, so I gotta go to my race. I'm sorry, man. And then go to the thing. That's what you need. Yeah, you need a dump. I'm sorry, Zelina Vega. Dump your ass out. I know you're Puerto Rican and I respect your heritage, but you are not with the LWO. Let's be fucking honest.
She's taking on Rhea Ripley the women's championship.
Why?
At the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
because it's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, because that's why she felt like she was in Puerto Rico, and she felt like she needed to have some shine time, so she wanted to take on Rhea Ripley, and they said, "Okay, cool, let's go."
Here's a newsflash though, and I'm sorry to say this, and this might be a reality check, but this is P.U.W.F Wrestling Talk episode 1. Zelina Vega, all due respect, no one is going to give a fuck about you in Puerto Rico. Why? Sadly, You weren't born in Puerto Rico, so they're just gonna call you a Bronx Rican. And nobody here in Puerto Rico likes a Bronx Rican. Sorry to say, but that's the truth of it all.
Talk
So
your
they'll be like,
shit.
yeah, they'd be like, hey, who the fuck is that? ¿Qué carajo es esta mujer? Esa es Selena Vega. Where's she from? From the Bronx? From the Bronx. Ah, está bien que se joda. Ah, that Rhea Ripley's cute. She got a nice butt. You know, that's all they're
Yeah.
gonna freaking say. That's all they're gonna freaking say. But let's go to the final. Let's go to the final topic of Raw, ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. Championship, which I like to talk about because Cena, being a doofus as he is, tried to represent it and bring it back, and now Austin Theory has it, and Mr. Potato Head Bobby Lashley, freaking is now on the hunt for it. Good for him. But now there's a new player, which is Bronson Reed. Now, what are your thoughts on Bronson Reed on the hunt for the U.S. Championship between Austin Theory and freaking Bobby Lashley, Kane?
Man, be honest though, Bronson Reed, he might can do it, but I don't think they're gonna give it to him. I don't think they're gonna pull a trick on him. I think they really look for someone else. I'm thinking more of they're gonna wait till the draft when they split up the Street Profits, because I really think they're gonna split them up, and they're gonna have a. I think they're gonna have a big rivalry with Montez Ford.
Okay.
Which is something that people want to see anyway. People want to see Montez Ford and like on his own. People do want to see it. I'm looking forward to that because I really think that will be a better match.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone to take the championship belt, and or have a good storyline beef, it will be him.
Okay. Joe, your thoughts?
I like Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
He brings a new level of evilness when it comes to he's got that big guy that's fast, agile, and attacks everybody from nowhere. Look who you are.
Yeah.
And he's got that accent and shit when he talks and does his interview. And like they did a cut on Raw where he was doing an interview in his suit, and he had that accent. He sounded like one of those old school, like London mafia guys. And that's something we need.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna give it to him. I don't think they're gonna do
It's too early. It's early for him.
Of course. That's the
But
sad
you're
thing
not
about
going to have
that.
to take the loss.
No.
Have Lashley take the loss.
No. You know what's going to happen? They're going to give the belt to Lashley again.
They're not going to.
Sure.
They're going to keep it on Theory.
No, because Theory, okay, yeah, Theory got the rub from Cena a few months ago, like a month ago. So yeah, Theory can have it for the next couple of months until something backlash is not a pay-per-view for him to lose the belt. No, that's true.
No, Backlash is nothing. Nobody's losing their title at Backlash.
That'd be nice. Okay, you know what? I have a question for both of you guys, and this is something because gang wars are happening again in Raw. Let's say Bobby Lashley wants to do a Nation of Domination. Now, Kane, you're gonna go first. Who are the three people that he's gonna pick? You take out Bianca Belair because Bianca Belair is gonna be automatic the woman in the domination. So take two guys, two more guys and one woman.
Whoa, a Nation of Domination.
Mm-hmm. You know they're gonna do it. They just bring back the LWO. Why can't they bring back the Nation of Domination?
It's gonna
be
the
out there. Cause
yeah.
I mean, the Nation Domination, that was all right.
They're gonna do her business again.
So okay, is this okay? Would this be after the draft?
Yeah. Think about it in the draft that someone like manipulates the draft that enough that he gets 4 prime players. And this is my 4 that I'm thinking of: Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, Bianca, and a 4th. Which I don't want it to be Shelton. I don't want it to be freaking this guy who has the puka necklace on his neck, puka necklace on his freaking neck. I forgot what his name was. Freaking the guy that was in the guy that was in the cruiserweight tournament that got the back in the day that got the rub.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want his ass either. I would like the Street Profits. I would like the Street Profits. No, sorry. Lashley, and Angelo Dawkins, Bianca, and somebody else. No Montez Ford. Montez Ford's got to be by himself.
I mean, when they already talking about something like that already, with
It would be good.
because with the Hurt Business, you remember the Hurt Business thing? They were talking about how MVP was trying to recruit these guys, and they want Carmelo Anthony. I mean, Carmelo Hayes. My fault.
I would pick it the fourth.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes, bro. And then from what I've been checking out, he's not gonna be in NXT too much longer.
No, hell no. Let's save Carmelo Hayes for later for NXT. We're talking about NXT. But Kane, give me your 4. Come on, give me your 4 for the Nation of Domination. Come on now.
Man,
It doesn't have to be Lashley. I'm just thinking Lashley is the good tank of the group.
Nation Domination, bro. I almost got the same guys you picked. Be honest with you, because I mean, it ain't too many more. I mean, okay. So you have if that's the case, a Nation Domination, I will get Omos for that.
There you go.
I'll get Omos for that.
Okay,
Omos.
That's the heavy. All right, that's the heavy. That's good. Okay.
That's the heavy. Omos. I will get maybe what's his name? Montez Ford tag team partner.
Angelo Dawkins.
Dawkins. I'll get him. I'll get Dawkins.
He could be the mouth.
Yeah, he could be the mouth. Okay. Damn though, who all left they got?
Not that many. I mean,
shit. Hey, that's a good fucking question.
Yeah.
Hey.
Who, Joe?
What?
Think about it.
Who?
The New Day. Shock everybody.
They're a bunch of dorks.
Everybody.
They're a bunch of
Dude,
dorks.
shock everybody.
Hold on, wait a minute before you say New Day.
Shock everybody, dude.
It will, but I think they got something going on with the New Day because somebody is supposed to be returning real soon.
Damn.
Big E.
Big E in the New Day alone. Big E in the New Day. Sorry, Big E in the Nation of Domination as the mouth. Angelo Dawkins as like the talker but walker, and almost as the muscle. Because again, if Xavier and Kofi weren't so fucking dorky, I would put them in the Nation of Domination.
Yeah, but look, listen to me. If they turn and you don't see it coming, like they come out with somebody, and then all of a sudden you've got Xavier and Kofi, and they start beating somebody. I mean, literally destroying somebody, grabbing weapons, like going after their legs, like trying to injure people.
Okay.
And then they start laughing about it.
But I'm saying though,
and they start mocking the audience.
Check this out. For Big E to return, he gonna have to separate himself from the New Day.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing: though. They did the heel turn with the New Day. Big E returning to come out and stop them. At least you would think that's what he was doing.
Maybe
he could help somebody, and then he turns.
Exactly. He needs to turn. He needs to.
But if they do that to the entire, that would work.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean,
turn them all heel.
Be honest. They've been trying to separate that group for a while now.
Okay.
They've been trying, and Big E, he is. I mean, I hope he heals up good enough to be able to do it. But from what I've been looking up, they gonna have him in the draft, and I guarantee they're gonna try to separate him for the new day. But he needs to be separated. Though.
So,
He needs it.
off topic, raw talk.
Okay.
Did you read the article I sent y'all?
Which one?
Which one? A lot of
CM
arguments. We
Punk
love
was in the building.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
seen that.
god.
I
Yeah. Let's
seen
talk
that.
about that shit. Yeah. Let's talk
Yeah,
about that
but
shit. All right.
Confirmed.
he was in the building, but Vince made sure he left the damn building too.
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing though. He wasn't there to cause problems. He was just there to talk to friends and try to make the Miz.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
That's all I'm doing. And he asked Triple H. He's like, "Is it okay I'm here, just visiting my friends?" And he's like, "I don't." Triple H said, "I don't care." He's like, "But I got to see what the Miz."
Yeah. Vince
And
McMahon
the
still, you know.
big guy said, "I want him there." So he asked, "How do you leave?" And Punk said, "I am." He's like, "I don't want any problems." He's like, "I'll go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just fine. I
He
mean,
was respectful of it.
yeah, but did he have to do it on the day where everyone was working? You could have done it on the day where no one was working. You could have done it
Well,
on
they were in
Tuesday.
Chicago. They were right around the corner from his house.
Then you should have went earlier. Like you should okay, because they get there early. You don't have to wait till nighttime. Like, hey guys, I'll get there like around 1, whatever, chill out. Like that is
Well, he was there before the broadcast happened.
okay. Then yeah, then that's fine. Like he wanted to see his friends. Maybe he's lonely.
Yeah.
Because,
He wasn't. He was trying to mend the bridge with the Miz. They had problems doing like backstage talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to mend the bridge with him and visit.
That's fine. That's fine. I can't get mad. That's fine. All right. Well, good for you, Punk. I hope I never see you in AEW ever again. Good for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
that's actually gonna happen.
We're not talking about that. We'll get to that when it gets. I don't want to talk about that. That's bad juju. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for NXT. Now, I haven't seen NXT since Keith Lee was fighting Adam Cole. That was a long ass time ago, ladies and gentlemen. Long time. Yeah. So I started watching the clips of NXT, and what I've watched is Dragovich is still in NXT. Dijakovic is called Dijak now, and he's a little bit more aggressive. I'm cool with that. What was cool is that someone had a street fight, and they put some guys that look like Shawn Michael knockoffs. Clear cut Shawn Michael knockoff, like Pretty Powerful. I think it's called Pretty Poison or Pretty
Deadly.
Pretty Deadly. And then they put him in the trunk of a car, and then they left and put them in, and then they put the car in the water and they were swimming. All right, that's cool.
That's actually the former champion.
Yeah.
This. Oh my god! You know what they are? That's just Fandango and Tyler Breeze 2.0. I'm sorry.
That's what it is. Hey, so I'm thinking these guys gonna be on the main roster real soon.
Pretty whatever the hell their name is.
Deadly.
Yeah.
You said that real quick, Joe. That was like just
Pretty deadly.
Pretty deadly.
Pretty deadly. I'm thinking they're gonna be on the main roster real soon. I really do.
They're gonna be a JOB tag team.
Yeah,
of course.
The way that they did that shit with them putting them in the trunk, throw them in the lake or whatever. It's more like a burial.
Yeah, it's a bye, and that's fine. Yeah. That's fine for them, But I did like Valkyrie. There's a girl named Valkyrie that's like a little smart. She reminds me of the woman that fights in AEW, the little short Russian girl that was she was an orphan, and I forgot what her name was in AEW, but she was a short woman, and she was in there too. And Cora Jade won by whatever reasons, and I've read the comments. NXT has the best women's division. Oh my God, they're stacked. Kane, do you agree or disagree?
them being stacked, they got a good division. Of them being stacked, I don't know about that one.
All right. Okay.
Nah, that's
Okay.
I mean, they okay. They okay and stuff. And then, guess who is supposed to be going down to NXT?
I hope it's not.
going
I hope it's
down.
not Bailey again. Yeah,
Huh?
going down.
Going down to NXT. Guess who's supposed to be going down to NXT?
Naomi.
Natalia.
So again, she just
Yes.
went down. This is like the sixth fucking time.
Yeah.
God,
Why? She's
man.
good.
Now, I'm not gonna say nothing about Naomi because we got to talk about something else with her.
Okay.
But Natalia's supposed to be heading back down to NXT. So I think she's trying to be champion again. I think she is. Which I don't know how I feel about that. But
I feel like they're only sending her there to cover for Nikita Lyons while she's out.
That's fine. That's fine. But
Yeah.
you can pick anybody else other than Natalia. This is literally her sixth time going down there. Okay,
They
if it
wanted
was,
a thick blonde to replace
they have
the thick
enough
blonde.
fucking blondes. They have enough fucking blondes down there. They can get a blonde somewhere in fucking
They
in
needed a thick
Florida.
blonde though.
I don't know, man. Fuck.
I mean, Natalia is a bigger name. You know what I mean?
That's
she'll
the
be
sad
able to
thing.
she'll be able to put people over and stuff.
That's great, but it's just a name. Her name is just
She's one of
crap now.
Yeah.
She's one of WWE's top female wrestlers.
And you know what? That's the saddest thing ever because we all know she's not a good wrestler. She's a good worker, but not a good wrestler. It's just never really stuck with Natalia.
I like Natalia though, man.
She can
I
work.
think she's good. I mean, she does good in the ring.
Yeah.
But come on. Like, we're not going to put up like on the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers.
No.
Female wrestlers, fuck no.
Mount Rushmore. But as far as it holding up, hold her own, she does it. She does it. She does it, man.
Nothing against Natalia. No, it's okay, Joe. If you love Natalia, I respect that. It's just that Natalia sucks ass.
I feel like she's a good performer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that's a good way.
A stable worker.
Okay. Now, since we're talking about Hayes, as you said, is going up. Where is he going? Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Depends on if they gonna do this thing with MVP and the Hurt Business. Depends on where I'm going.
Okay.
If they send those guys to SmackDown, it's gonna be some shit. I would rather him go to SmackDown. Be honest with you, because he would have a little better time on SmackDown.
He got to take Trip with him.
You got to do what?
Trip Williams. He's got to take Trip Williams with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
He'll have to. And like right now, I ain't gonna lie, he's doing pretty good in NXT right now. But he do have a big problem that he been dealing with for a little while, which is Brian Breaker.
Yeah.
He been having a little.
That's such a problem.
And I don't know if Brian Breaker decided to go total ape shit, but he's a problem right now.
Bro, when I saw him when he came out at the end, he just annihilated both and Carmelo Hayes by himself. And I mean annihilated.
So
he made a Brock Lesnar beatdown look soft.
Yes. So my question is, I don't know if he just turned heel now.
Yes. I feel that they're doing Scott Steiner heel turn with him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. He's looking more and more like Scott Steiner now. He's looking more and more like Scott Steiner.
He does.
Remember when Scotty started going heel, the black gloves, and Trunks
Yeah.
won't heal.
Yeah, but you can
So
only
he
go.
went full heal.
But you can only reference so long until you actually do the thing. I like Braun Breaker because he's a 1996 Scott Steiner before he went insane and Royd's got his mind. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's a
Now,
good way of putting it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but when Scott Steiner went nuts, that's when he became fun.
yeah, but that's the problem. You have 70% fun, and then no, not even 70% fun, and 30% of him talking about Buddy Rogers being better than freaking Ric Flair, and then Buddy Rogers being dead. We all remember that 10-minute rant, the purple warrior. Okay, like those are things that like forever. Okay, all right, but here's
He's
another question.
the big bad booty daddy.
The big
Exactly,
bad booty daddy.
he's a big bag junior booty daddy if you think about it. But the point is,
No, that was P.D. Williams.
that was okay. Not bad. Now here's a question for you before we go to AEW. Braun Breaker, if he goes to SmackDown,
Oh
will
my
he
god!
fight? If he goes, let's say Braun Breaker goes to SmackDown in 6 months. 6 months to a year, more or less.
Should be
Will
there
he
already.
fight? He should be already. He still needs time. He still needs time to get his name. He has a Steiner name, but he needs to get his craft perfected. 6 months, he goes to SmackDown, right? He fights Roman, wins or loses. Kane, go.
Loses.
Joe, go.
Wins by count out.
Okay, now let's switch it up. Braun goes to, Breaker goes to Raw, fights Cody. Win or lose, Kane. And before you answer, remember that Triple H loves like storyline ideas and storylines from legacies. He's a legacy. Cody's a legacy. Steiner and Rhodes have known each other for a while as well. They don't really talk about that legacy. Go on, Kane.
Yeah. Be honest, I think it'll be a good match, but I think somebody gonna interfere.
Okay, Joe.
It's the first match. I would have Braun take it.
Okay, my thoughts.
To have a little bit of a redemption arc for Cody.
Yep.
That's interesting.
I would too because Braun would be like, yeah, you have the Rhodes dynasty, but I have the Steiner blood in me. Like the Rhodes can only get you so far, but the Steiner blood is been guaranteed to get me gold.
And don't make it close either.
No,
the first match needs to be a squash.
Yeah, it needs to be a la Braun, a la Brock Lesnar and John Cena 2014, where he was just destroying his ass.
Wait a minute. So you mean tell me you want Braun Breaker to squash Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, because of the family history. Only because of the family history.
Then to build a redemption arc, you have to have something to be able to redeem.
Yeah.
So squashing Cody and annoying him with ease will make him go away for a little while.
Yeah.
And
like
train harder and think.
Yeah. And guess what?
Okay, got you.
And then at the same time, like I said, Raw is going back into gang wars and legacy storylines. You just take what you can get and take what you can have. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the main event. AEW Dynamite and Rampage. Now, obviously, we're not going to talk about Rampage till next week because we're just starting this week. So next week, we'll talk about Rampage. But today, we're talking about Dynamite. We know that Double or Nothing is going to happen soon. We know that... Oh, let's talk about this. Now, we know that there was a fucking another tournament made by Tony Khan. So whoever's going to fight MJF at Double or Nothing was going to win. Now, I called this last time we talked about this. They were going to do they should have done a 4 pillars like 4-way match. And sure enough, you said that too. And sure enough, they're going to do a 4-way. No, not really. They're going to have a tag match on next week. And if Jungle Boy and Darby win the tag match, then they get it's inevitable. Come on, guys. Joe, will the 4-way pillars match steal the show? And who wins?
Yes, it will steal the show.
And who wins?
And expect Sammy to go all out.
That who wins, Joe? You're not answering the question. You're just like, oh yeah, Sammy, come on now.
MJF.
Okay. Kane, same question. Will they steal the show? And will who win?
I feel about the same way. I feel about the same way. I feel like it's gonna be one fucking hell of a match.
Okay.
And and I'm MJ. Yeah, I think Bro gonna take it.
Okay. Okay. I think it's gonna steal the show, and I think because I want to be optimistic, I think it's gonna be Darby. I think
Darby.
Darby's gonna stoop lower than MJF and steal
Yeah.
it. Because again, there's a four-way match. MJF doesn't have to be pinned. So you can knock out Sammy doing some crazy fucking move, and then MJF tries to sneak it in, and then Darby sneaks MJF away, and then he steals the thing away. That's all you need. There's no disqualification.
I
Darby ain't a
foresee
bad choice at all.
Darby some crazy ass shit.
Okay.
Two guys on a table. We're having all
Yeah.
three guys on a table
Oh yeah.
and
He'll have
trying
a
to like
skateboard.
off it
Yeah.
on like the side of the scaffold or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm
he's
seeing it. I'm
gonna
seeing it.
miss.
Yeah.
I see Darby more of a chaser.
That's put him out of the match. He's out. And
For
the
a
other three
while.
guys are gonna. The other three guys are gonna keep going.
Yeah, but then you put Jungle Boy in a hard contention to almost win. I would like Jungle Boy to win, but we talked about this. He's not ready for that right now. Darby right now should win for at least 2 months of pain and torture for his ass. But let's get.
Sammy's been ready.
I know Sammy's been ready, but Sammy, when you gave him the TNT belt, his dick went all up to the fucking sky with ego. So you give him the main
He said
belt.
it 3 times.
Exactly. And every time he was a fucking dick about it. And he wasn't even entertaining. He wasn't even like, you have the belt, you want people to watch you. Even if you're a dick, we watch MJF because he's a dick, but he makes sense.
Sammy's matches.
Fine. That's fine. I mean, and I get that. I saw the match he had with Darby. And he did a 630 outside on the ring and hit the table. That's fine. But again, Darby, not Darby. Sammy is just for me he's missing the talking. Like, he can talk his ass off in the vlog. He can talk his ass off in an interview. But when it comes to like gets me motivated, the people that get me motivated is Darby because he's the underdog, and MJF because he can talk his ass out of a story.
See, and that's the thing. That's the thing about Darby too. His talking isn't great either.
Oh no. But like his
talking is terrible.
But when he says something, when he says certain other words, like the last 2 times he's been talking, it's been funny. He's been doing some meta comedy at the same time, and it's working.
Jungle Boy has gotten a lot better on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Since Christian Cage took over.
Yeah.
Jungle, the Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
That's when he started stepping up into the microphone better.
But he has the Randy Orton syndrome. He's stale. He'll fight the same match over and over and over and over again and do the same things like Randy Orton. Randy Orton is polished, but he's the same machine that you put in the quarter in every single damn time. There's nothing different that he does.
Is Hangman Page.
Don't you fucking dare. I knew you had to fucking say his name. You had to say his name just to put that shit in there, guy. Come the fuck on. Come on, man. All right, moving on. Okay, let's talk about Orange Cassidy because this is a topic that I want to talk about with you guys. Now, Orange Cassidy, I know. Orange Cassidy just won his 20th defense for the used to be called Transatlantic, now it's called Intercontinental belt. Yeah, that was fucking stupid of them. But either way, it doesn't matter. But won against Bandito, 20th. Now, what is your thoughts on his run, Mr. Kane the Destroyer? And who do you think is going to take it off him? Because it's been 20 now. We're not doing the Jade thing. We're not doing to 50 something and then we forget. We're not doing that shit. So, Kane, your thoughts?
Okay, man. I don't know where to go with that, man. Okay, I'm not be honest. a person that I might see someone take it from.
Anybody?
Yeah, yeah. Anybody, really anybody.
Pick a random
Man,
10-year-old out of the
I
crowd.
yeah,
You look like
hey, that's why I started laughing, man. I don't really know, bro. That's what I don't know.
anybody but
That's
pockets.
what I don't know. Yeah. Oh, not him. No, no.
Okay.
We not going there. We're
All
not
right.
going there.
We're not gonna start the hate of the orange. Okay, we're not gonna do that here. All right, we're not. Put that on the shirt. We have
I
the
don't
hate
hate
of the
orange.
orange. No.
And I like Orange Cassidy.
I don't like
Yeah.
I, but I don't know. I don't know about it.
No, the thing is with Orange Cassidy, you rarely get something new. You rarely get anything new out of him. Like maybe out of 1 out of 10 matches in a good storyline, he'll do something new and make inventive. But he's stale too. I've watched his ass for 3 years. He's done the same thing over and over again for 3 years. Exactly. So,
Very.
go on, Joe. You can say it.
I don't want to hate people as far as wrestlers go.
Yeah.
Because you're doing your craft and what you got paid to do, and what brought you to the dance.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But at the same time, gimmicks get old.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're MJF. Because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, but the gimmicks gonna get old. Yeah, but the gimmicks gonna get old eventually. Everything gets old.
Because I like asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, but everyone thought, yeah, okay, but Hulkamania didn't last either, bro. Hulkamania didn't. It didn't. It lasted long enough.
Roddy Piper
It's Roddy Piper.
Assholes.
Yeah, but he was a sympathetic asshole because of his demons. Everyone knew that. That was Roddy Piper. Hulk Hogan was an asshole posing as a hero, and everyone knew that after 30 years. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
MJF is an asshole. That's his character. That's his stick. His shtick will run out. Nothing lasts forever. Okay. Seinfeld ended for Ric Flair is a rare commodity because we always expect him to die or do something crazy. Okay.
No, hey, for real.
Yeah, he's always doing something stupid and crazy. He's either in car commercials, freaking weed commercials, dancing in music videos, or doing something stupid. That's Ric Flair. That's fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But let's pivot here. I know we haven't talked about women at all in wrestling. We love women in wrestling. We do when it's entertaining and it has a good storyline and makes something about this. Speaking of those traits, this is the opposite of that. Let's talk about Jade Cargill. The opposite of all the traits. Yes, Jade Borgill. And nothing against, shout out to B-Mac. Nothing against Jade. I know you're a super fan. Don't come, please. We love you. But what we're talking about is that Jade is now 50 and something. You just bring in Talia Valkyrie, a resident hardcore, what I like to call the version of Natalia that should have worked.
She's a veteran.
Yes.
That's a very good way of putting it.
Exactly. But
she's got all kinds of federations.
And she's fighting Jade, and she's going to lose. That's the saddest thing ever. Huh? She lost. Exactly. Yeah. So now she lost. So after having a grizzled vet that's been on Lucha Underground, Impact, every other show except for WWE, why didn't you just take it off? So the question here is who, once again, we asked this when we talked about this on the Midwest Marks podcast. We talked about this on other shows. When the fuck are we going to take the belt off Jade Cargill? Kane the Destroyer, go.
Man, okay, when? That's a big question mark. But it need to be done though.
It should have been done a long time ago.
Long freaking time ago. It need to be done. Actually, I was looking forward to maybe she losing the other night. But I thought about it. Maybe they need a bigger platform for her to lose on.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
I think they're going to do a rematch.
Yes,
with Ty
they need a
Valkyrie
rematch.
and Jade
Okay.
at
Because that
Double or
match
Nothing.
was pretty. That match was pretty good.
Okay. They get
And then
yeah.
I could tell I'm okay. Everyone know that I'm not a very big fan of Jade Cargill, but I have noticed growth. I noticed growth. She doing the best she can do,
Okay.
and she's still young.
Oh yeah.
She's still
Oh
young.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
she's got
it's
years.
a lot of room for improvement.
She's got years now,
Yeah.
Yes,
and with Daniel
it's a lot of
Bryan
room for
for a
improvement.
year now.
Okay, hold up. It's not years. It's 2 years. It's 2
Yes,
years. Even with Daniel
yeah,
Bryan.
that is. But it's a lot of room for improvement. But
Yeah.
she need to lose.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
need to lose. She needs to. She need to know. She need to know what it's like to chase.
Yeah.
She need to know
There's like 20
what
there's
like to
like yeah,
chase.
there's like 35 women now in the division. Like go out and do something. You should have lost the belt at
Yeah.
30. You should have lost the belt at 35, 40, 45, 50. But you didn't.
She's at 50 now.
What they
She's
should
at 50
do,
Where
plus.
do you go?
She's at 50
what they
plus.
should do is have her
Yes.
lose to
Where
Ty
you go from
Valkyrie.
there? That's kind of like how they got Roman built.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Yeah,
Only
I
difference
know.
is Roman knows how to talk well and Roman knows how to wrestle.
No, Jay Cargill is one shtick. And I think if Taya Valkyrie fights Jade on Double or Nothing,
Almost.
that's true. If Taya Valkyrie,
She's almost.
that's true. But
She's
but,
almost.
but no. The difference.
She's
Holy shit!
almost.
I can't defend that. Holy shit! If you look back at her matches, she's like
She's
the same as Omos, like sloppy. Yeah, Omos is sloppy, dude. Omos is sloppy, and she has been sloppy. But I'm gonna say
Female
this.
version of Omos.
But I'm gonna say this though, and shout out to Jay Cargill once again. BMAC, we love you. What I want to say is that if Jade loses, which I'm happy, and if Taya wins, I'm gonna say this right now. If they fight in Double or Nothing, Taya's gonna win this way. She's gonna cheat. She's gonna cheat and she's gonna win, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine if you cheat and take the belt off Jade, because then that makes Jade a baby face by osmosis, and then have the chase.
Yeah.
Because Jade,
Yes.
again, like you said, Joe doesn't think she's polished. Not polished, like improved. Kane thinks she's improved. I haven't seen her like in 6 matches because I gave up after like the 18-year-old girl fought her like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I gave up, dude.
She improves,
She's
bro.
improved,
She's improved.
But okay,
She improves by who she wrestles because the person she wrestles is making her look good.
okay, that's true. That's true.
But that's cool though. That's cool though because she still improved.
Yeah,
That's not
give her one more
improving.
year.
Somebody else carrying you.
That's fine. But again, she's not a general.
Everybody thought, listen to this. Listen to this. This is a big example. Jerry Lynn.
Why you gotta bring up Jerry Lynn, dude? Come on. Like,
Yeah.
Let me talk about it for a minute.
okay, all right.
Jerry Lynn was this fucking amazing performer. The matches he did with RVD.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't him. That was RVD carrying his ass.
That's fine. But you need 2 to tango. You gotta give a little bit of the credit to Jerry Lynn, whether you like it or not, man. Whether you like it
That
or
was
not, you gotta give a
RVD
little bit to
leading
him.
it.
So okay, and
Don't matter,
Okay.
bro.
But then when they gave him
Bruh.
a chance to shine, he looked like shit.
okay, that's true.
Bruh.
It's true, but let's have another example. British Bulldog was on crack in London, and freaking Bret Hart had a match with him, and he had to teach him all the moves in the freaking ring at the moment, and it was a good freaking match.
That sounds like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash when Hall was pissed ass drunk on TV.
More than once, but we're diverting. We're diverting from drunks and assholes here. But what I'm saying is that if Jade loses, fine. Taya Valkyrie can keep the belt for a while, and then it can ping pong back and forth. That's great. But it's been too long for her to have that belt. It's been boring. Now that belt is kind of like a tattoo of hers, and like tattoos, they fade, and they look like shit. Okay, so let's just skip to that. Now let's talk about the tag team belts. FTR has the belts. I didn't want the Acclaim to lose, but we'll talk about the Acclaim in a second. FTR, where do you think they're going? Because they got the belts. Good for them. Now what?
Now what?
Now what? There's
Yeah.
every tag team is fighting with somebody right now for some weird reason. Everybody's fighting with everybody right now.
FTR a while, but I think they're going to start building up a Forbidden Door angle.
Yeah,
because that's in June.
Yeah, it is in June. Yes.
So we're going to get probably a New Japan tag team challenging them.
The Gorillas of Destiny.
Maybe.
That'll be good though. Like the Gorillas of Destiny alone, they're the top teams right now. So okay, all right, fine. But why do you? Okay, here's something that's bothering me. Why the hell is Acclaim fighting the JAS? Why?
Good fucking question.
Kane, please answer if you can.
Good question. I don't know myself.
Damn, that's a good answer. Okay, that's a good answer too. All right, Joe, your thoughts? Come on, man.
Yeah, Joe.
But they were the hottest tag team on the spot. Then you gave it to the
Yeah,
Ass Boys. But they're not like they're hot, but they don't have the belts. People were on them because they had the belts. You gave it to the Ass Boys, who only had it for a month. That like about 2 months, more like a month or 2 months, and then you just transitioned them to the FTR because you don't want to have a match between Acclaim and FTR again. Why not?
That's because FTR. They gave the FTR the belts because FTR signed their contract.
Yeah, but Acclaimed wouldn't have gotten mad to give the FTR the rub. Or are you so fearful that if they fight FTR, there's going to be a freaking implosion of fans? That's the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah.
Well, what you should do is you should turn FTR heel.
Yeah, I've already done it already. Like FTR has baby faces. If Dax keeps talking about her daughter, his daughter, he's not gonna be a heel if he keeps talking about his daughter. You know that.
Yeah. So
they can go back to it.
Didn't Dax have a singles match?
Yeah, he did. He had with Jeff Jarrett.
With Jeff Jarrett and Dax lost?
Yes.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was good. Yeah.
I haven't seen a bad Dax. I haven't bad Dax one-on-one.
No.
Yeah, I never said that.
No, that's true.
I never said that.
That's true. Yeah.
Dax are always solid.
He's doing his thing.
And Dax is and before you finish, Kane, I remember Dax has fought in the Lucha Brothers. He's fought in the House of Black. He's fought in almost every style of fighting, and every match has been pretty fucking good. Go on, Kane.
Yeah, like I was saying, I never said that now, but he lost. It was a messed up way how he lost.
He always loses,
but he still lost.
Because it's freaking Jeff Jarrett. That's why.
Well, it's Jeff Jarrett.
It's one-on-one matches. He's a gross wrestler.
Yeah. But it's been a couple times where we've seen Dax by himself, and he holds up.
That's true. That's true.
In a singles match, he holds up.
Okay. Now.
So. Go ahead.
No, go on, Kane.
Okay. Well, so I really want to see more of that by itself.
Okay.
Be honest with you. I mean, we have seen, and I want to see what's the deal with this with Jeff Jarrett and Dax and stuff, because the way he won, the way Jeff Jarrett won was really messed up to me. But at the same time, hey, what you get is wrestling.
I wonder if they're downplaying Dax with these singles matches. They're going to have Hard Cup this year.
Oh, that is coming. Yeah. That's two things we got to talk about right now. The Owen Hart Cup coming back in June. That's going to transition with NJPW wrestlers.
Wait.
And
it's going to be in Calgary.
That's going to be Calgary. Like, I'm going to love seeing some Japanese wrestlers fighting in Calgary. But here's something I want to talk about. And you talked about this before we went live, Joe. This is the last topic before we leave. This guy from Undisputed, whatever you call them, debuted in AEW. Not Kyle O'Reilly, the other guy. Roderick Strong has debuted in AEW to defend Adam Cole against insert whoever you want to insert.
I told everybody he was coming.
You did.
Now, we talked about this before. We'll talk about this right now, and we'll go with you, Joe. Now, here's the problem. Roderick Strong is there. You said Kyle O'Reilly is coming back soon because he's still in contract.
Yep.
And Bobby Fish left. Bobby Fish left to go to TNA because he did not like AEW. Now, do you think this is too little, too late, or do you think they can do another 3-man group and really like bring it back?
They could bring it back. They could bring it back with a 3-man group. Also, you got to think the 3 men that they're making the group with will talk to Bobby Fish, and they will get him back on board. Impact's not a permanent thing. And I see Bobby Fish being back in AEW before long.
Think so?
By next year, probably.
I can feel that.
Okay.
Especially with Roderick Strong back. Well,
now Roderick Strong and Cole and O'Reilly will be back soon. Yeah, once he sees his buddies all together, he's going to be like, yep, I got to go.
Yeah.
I got to go.
Hey, I can see it. Yes. I can see that, man. Man, be honest, I was glad to see him come though, bro. Cause Adam needs someone on his team that, know what I'm saying, that he respect, he know it, he the one shit with. And who better than Roger Strong?
As far as Riley's good.
Yeah. I mean, but that's cool though. But I'm happy that Roger Strong came out, showed up, and showed out.
Oh yeah, no, he showed the fuck out.
Yeah, like nothing against Strong. Nothing against Strong. Sorry about that, Keynes. Nothing against Strong and nothing against his talent. It's just that he has great matches. Boring ass wrestler. Boring than a freaking bag of bread.
Yes.
But great wrestler.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hey, you hit that right on the head.
Yeah.
He's Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Fantastic wrestler. Boring.
Boring as crap. Boring as crap.
Boring as shit.
He will wrist lock and armbar you to death.
Yeah, that's true. Or just do the diving things. But I say that once Kyle O'Reilly comes back, which should be in a few months, then it should be Kyle, Roderick, and Adam versus the JAS versus the House of Black versus the Firm, or whatever you want to call them.
The Elite.
Because the Elites. No, not like the Elite plus the Firm plus Sneaky Swerve's group. Because again, there's a lot of groups, but they've been on and off. Like they come in, they come out, they come in. Yeah, those guys. There's a lot of groups. There's a lot of groups right now. But ladies and gentlemen, final thoughts, Mr. Kane the Destroyer of Wrestling, what we talked about and how we talked about it.
Man, I think as far as I can see, it was a good week for wrestling. It was a very good week for wrestling. I did enjoy most of the matches and stuff like that. But there's something else that I have seen that's online that we have not talked about.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we got to talk about.
Tell us something. Yeah.
Naomi has signed with Impact Wrestling.
Oh, that's not. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought we were talking about Jerry Springer. Oh, my bad. Okay, sure.
I ain't want to talk about Jerry Springer. I want to end with a high note. I want to end with a low note.
Everybody, Jerry Springer passed away today. Condolences.
All right, Jerry Springer. Nah, but I want to say that Naomi got signed with Impact Wrestling, and I want to see how this shit work out.
Hey, she went from singing on W to working for him, moving up.
I know. I'm happy for her, man. MOW sucks. Shout out to Tim. I love you. But no, and you're right, because that would help her wrestling wise. That would help her polish those little tweaks of crap that she's always doing, those split legs moonsaults that are messing up her face. She can finally fix it. That's great. And again, Naomi, we don't hate you. Happy for you. Have fun. Live your life. Don't go to AEW to get money and do nothing. Do something. That's all we ask. That's all we ask. So, Joe, final thoughts of the week and what you thought about it.
It's been a busy week in wrestling.
Yes.
It's been very busy. My final thoughts are WWE needs to step it up with their pay-per-views.
Word.
Yep.
Their pay-per-views are looking like SmackDowns and Raw.
Yeah.
You got to get people
Preach, brother.
interested, man.
Preach.
True.
I mean, from
True.
WrestleMania to flat, and then it makes it look like a fucking house show.
Yeah, and then you promote a show in Puerto Rico, think I'm gonna go see it because Bad Bunny's there. You gonna kiss my ass, man. If it was like Roman versus Cody in Puerto Rico, hell yeah, I'll go see that shit. Hell, that was like once in a lifetime. But Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, both people that weren't even born in Puerto Rico. Well, sorry, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny was. Huh?
Cody versus Brock.
No, why would I want to watch that? I'm watching 3 minutes of Brock throwing it. I can watch that on TV for free.
No, that's the point. That's the
dude.
That's the biggest draw. Cody and Brock.
And nobody wants to watch it because we know Brock's going to win.
Nobody.
There's no way Brock's going to lose. Brock is never going to lay down for Cody. No way.
Brock.
I don't think he
No
loses.
fucking way. By cheating, yeah, but not
Brock's gonna lose the match to Cody.
probably by hitting the balls. Like, oh, you won. Disqualification. You know he'll take that.
I don't know what's gonna happen. That Brock loses because they're building going into SummerSlam.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. Well,
yeah. If they building that means that they're gonna build him to go after the World Heavyweight Championship.
yeah. Roman's gonna be on vacation until SummerSlam.
They're not sending him to go behind Roman. They not.
Yeah.
No, he's
That's
gonna
true.
go. He wants
That's
Roman.
Yeah.
The whole story is him and Roman. That's the whole
And now
story.
these gang wars are happening. And that's why these
what's
gang
gonna
wars are
happen-
happening. So,
What's gonna happen is, I think Seth is gonna win the belt, and he gonna have a feud with Cody.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is for another week. Please leave your comments down below what you think is going to happen for the week. Next week, we're going to talk about Rampage, Backlash. Yes.
That belt looks like shit.
It does. We'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about the belt next week. Backlash on Saturday, Rampage, and everything else. Please pass by. Please subscribe to Joe BNCO's channel and the Joe BNCO show. Smokes Lounge coming soon. And on my go on, Joe.
I don't know the name of the show. I forgot the off the top of my head. But it's going to be on Saturdays, 8 to 10.
Yeah. So if any,
It's going to be like another Dynamite.
Yeah.
Every Saturday.
Okay, that's cool.
Starting in May or June.
Okay, if it's like a Dynamite where, like, again, Friday and Saturday shows are pretty badass on AEW. They kind of show out sometimes, so I'm fine with that.
Competing with pay-per-view, which that shouldn't be too hard looking at their cards.
Exactly.
Word.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching for the P.U.W.F, the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. I am Alex Romero, Rican Reactions on Twitch, RICANREACTIONS, on the road to 20. I already got 18 followers, so yay! Joe BNCO on YouTube, JOE space BNCO. Kane the Destroyer on the Grown Folks Talking Sip podcast. As you see down below, all the links are down below, and it will always be down below every episode. Episode 2, Backlash with some ointment. Good night, everybody. Stay healthy.